Hey, this is Jen. I have just a couple quick reminders for you on how to stay qualified for your home loan. So in the beginning, when we very first started your home search, you talked to a lender and they pre-qualified you based on your credit score, on your debts, on your employment, all those kinds of things. And so step one is don't change anything. The caveat here is if your lender says, hey, we're gonna pay off this strategic credit card, refinance the car, do whatever changes that the lender says, but anything else, even if you think that you're doing something that seems like a no-brainer and common sense and it should help you, don't do anything. Just freeze in time anything financial unless you speak to the lender first. For example, opening a new credit card or even paying off an existing credit card can make changes to your credit score that you're not anticipating and can throw a monkey wrench or a delay into the financing process. So please make sure anything that you're gonna do that the lender has not asked you to do, talk with them first before you make any changes, even if it seems like it's for sure a good idea. Another thing that you need to do, in the case of employment, you always want to be super upfront. If during the home buying process, there's an opportunity that comes along for a new job or some kind of a new financial opportunity, please alert the lender as soon as you know. It's not okay to change jobs during the middle of the process. And I've experienced before where a client thought, oh, it's no big deal, we're actually making more, no problem. What you need to know, and there's a lot of other things that happen here too, the bank, right before we close, they will call the employer that's listed on the application and just verify that you're still employed there. If there's any hiccups or changes, that puts the brakes on everything, and even the day of closing can sometimes cause an issue that will make it not possible for you to be able to close in the right time frame. So if there's any kind of employment changes, wait until after your loan has funded and not even until you sign. I've heard of an incident where a couple went, and luckily this was not my clients, they went and they signed their home loan and then they immediately went out and bought a new car. They're like, we're done, we signed. The bank called and checked right before they funded the loan and found out that now their income and debt ratio does not qualify and they were not able to fund that purchase of that home. So I don't want any of these complications or stresses to be a part of our transaction. I want it very smooth, and so I just really like to educate you on freeze everything in time unless you speak to the lender first. Even strategic things like accepting a better job, anything like that. Another last thing that you need to know about is that when you sign that loan application in the beginning, when we get to the closing table, the title person will actually have you sign stating that there's nothing been changed since the loan application, and a mistruth on that form that actually can be constituted as fraud. So in the interest of protecting you as my clients, I just really want you to be educated on this, and I want to see your loan close as quick as possible, because man, when we find that home you love, we want to get you in there with no problems and as fast as possible. So please remember those things and reach out if you have any questions to the lender or to myself or someone on my team that can help answer questions for you. We're happy to do it. Thanks. Please do your lender a favor and respond quickly when they ask you for documents, whether it's pay stubs, bank statements, W-2s, any of the information that they require. The faster you get it back to them, the quicker we can get your loan approved and we can get you to the closing table. Any delay of even a day or two of getting information back to them can cause some stress at our financing deadline, and we don't want any stress there. So please get back with them as soon as possible. Also, I am under the assumption that you're going to continue to make your monthly payments on all of your obligations on your other debt, credit cards, loans, anything that you may have. Continue to pay those as normal. We don't want any lates during that process that could also affect your loan. So thanks very much.